It is my great pleasure to welcome back to the stage Imam Zaid.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, wa salatu wa salam ala Sayyidil Mursaleen, Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. We ask everyone to please return to your seats as soon as possible so we can conclude with the final session of the conference today. May Allah Ta'ala bless all of you. There are a couple things. First of all, as you know, all of this, it costs money, and United for Change, as a fledgling organization, unfortunately doesn't have any money. So our conferences are sponsored. The first two conferences were sponsored by Islamic Relief. This third conference, you've seen the incredible organization, the beautiful props that you see here. We're going to talk about those briefly in a moment, by Zaytuna College. And so Zaytuna College foot the bill. And there's a lot of people. When we were praying, the whole hall back there was filled up with brothers and sisters. So for us to leave here without contributing collectively anything less than $200,000 would be unjust. So all of you, or most of you, should have the card with you. How many of you have the card, the pledge card for Zaytuna College? Raise your hand, please, so we can know. Okay. Almost no one. Listen, we want everyone, every single one of you, if you have a job, if you don't have a job, make a lot of dua, and we'll make a dua for you, to make a pledge or write a check for Zaytuna College. Put all your cash on the way. There'll be volunteers. Raise the card as the speakers are speaking very quietly. There'll be volunteers to give you the form and then to take it from you. Also, on the registration table on the way out, there will be a box. Volunteers from Zaytuna College, did you hear me? There will be a box on the table. You can drop it in on the way out. Now give everything except $10. I want you to hold back $10. As you know, one of the letters, there are 3 letters. That's the second order of business. Before you leave, please sign those letters. A lot of thought went into them. They're professionally edited. One is to the Norwegian embassy. One, condolences to the people of Norway in the light of the recent catastrophe that they've experienced there. The second is to Eric Holder. Well, let's talk about the third. The third is to the families of the 9/11 families, just to express our sympathy and solidarity with them as we move towards this 10th commemoration of that tragedy. And the third is the letters to Eric Holder concerning the case of Afia Siddiqui, a lady, mother, who in one of the greatest, I can't speak for anyone else, travesties of justice in recent history, has been sentenced to 83 years in prison after being abducted, rendered to the United States in contravention to international law. The International Justice Network has done a report on her. This report will be on the table next to the letter. That $10 that you didn't give to Zaytuna College, buy one of these reports. Not just because the International Justice Network needs the money to print more of them, they do, but because it's informative and it lets you know about, as I said, one of the greatest travesties of justice in our time. And hopefully the more you learn, the more you will do, so that, as they said, they came for the communists. I wasn't a communist, so I didn't speak up. They came for the socialists. I wasn't a socialist, I didn't speak up. They came for the trade unionists. I wasn't a trade unionist, I didn't speak up. When they came for me, there was no one left to speak up. So they came for Afia Siddiqui, and unfortunately, many members of our community have not spoken up. And when they come for us, there might not be anyone left to speak up. But if we speak up now, they'll stop coming for people, because they'll know that people are opposing injustice, are standing against it, and we will not stand silently in the face of injustice. So on the way out, as you go up, there'll be a table on your left. Sign the letters. We want these letters to have at least reflect the 2,000 some odd people here. And we want the organizers from the International Justice Network to leave with none of these, empty-handed. The book here, there are articles in here. Dr. Merve Kavachi has a reflection in here. Dr. Sherman Jackson has an article in here. There's an action plan, practical things you can do in here. Do not throw this away. Save this. Save this. There's valuable advice, inshallah, in here. Finally, and very quickly, so we can get on to the final session, Khitamuhu Misk, inshallah ta'ala, the seal will be fragrant musk. This program is a volunteer effort. And to give you an idea of the passion of our volunteers, these beautiful flowers on the stage here, to buy them here in the Washington, D.C. area would have costed a few $1,000s. So 2 sisters bought them in New York for a couple $100s and drove them down here in their car. And with TLC, if you know what TLC is, tender loving care, because their hearts are as beautiful as these flowers. That's the spirit. We have over 100 volunteers. We want you to give all of them a round of applause for really pulling off a smooth, look how smooth the program. You didn't even know you went to pray. You just got up and you went to pray. Then you drifted back to your seats and you got a little bit to eat and drifted over to the bazaar, and everything's in close proximity. Registration came in smoothly, no glitches. So all volunteers, even the speakers are volunteers, because as I said, United for Change doesn't have any money, so we can't pay honorariums. So the speakers are here with rare exception on a voluntary basis. So give a round of applause to all the volunteers. But every group has to have an emir. And our emir is Brother Tariq Subhani. Brother Tariq Subhani, working full-time with 4 children and a wife, which means that he's busy 15 hours a day. Of the remaining 9 hours, 7 of those hours were spent for this program every day. I know because I'm texting him back and forth 2 in the morning. Well, 2 in the morning, his 2 in the morning. I'm in California, he's in New York. So 2 in the morning, my time, I don't know, he's whatever. In any case, the brother's been sleeping 2 hours a night for weeks, 3 hours a night. His health has suffered as a result. We refer to him as our captain. And so right now, the United for Change team has a little award for our captain. Right here. So he's totally surprised. So we have this award for Tariq Subhani, United for Change, and it says, in honor of your selfless work for being our captain. From Imam Zaid and the team. So come up here. Unfortunately, in the interest of time, you don't get a speech, but you do get the award and a photo op, inshallah. He doesn't get a speech.
Assalamu alaikum. Just want to thank Imam Zaid.
No.
This is a total surprise, total shock. Was not expecting this, so thank you to Imam Zaid. He's actually the real captain, the driving force behind all of this. We're just the worker bees. So Jazakallah khair, thank you so much for this, and I appreciate it. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.
So once again, please, brothers and sisters, give something for Zaytuna College. $10, $5. There are 2,000 people here. If everyone gave $10, $15, $20, if 1 or 2 of you gave $10,000, inshallah, we'll be in good shape. Don't let the International Justice Network leave with a single one of these books. And they'll be on the table. Sign the letters. Enjoy the final session. what has been, I'm sure, an uplifting, inspiring, informative day. Assalamu alaikum.